she walk up to me and she say, I found myself an alpha man. Half a year later, she walk up to me and she say, all men are shit. You know, people yapping on the internet. Bop, 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 bop. No, Mr. or Mrs. Know-it-all. Bop, 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 bop. No, you don't know shit. Most people on the internet don't know shit. Okay? So if you want to know what an alpha man does, an alpha man controls time. You know, it has nothing to do with size or money or status or humor. You know, when you're a funny guy, you know. Let me tell you something. Funny guy is partially alpha. It's an alpha trait because funny guy, you know. Look at all those serious guys. They have to do all their serious fucking slave work. And their superiors will fucking knock them down if they don't obey. How dare you go all funny and shit? How dare you have a fucking attitude? How can you get that fucking attitude without fucking consequences? You know, in the world, you just gotta put your head above the fucking grass. It will get fucking chopped off. That's how it go. Right? So when you can put your head above the grass and it's not fucking chopped off like that, that's an alpha trait, yes. But people don't understand the difference between alpha trait and alpha man. You can peacock alpha, get the expensive car, blah, 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 show off and shit. That don't make you alpha man. You can be a fucking king and be a beta motherfucker. A beta motherfucker. Just because you're rich, you can go to bed, sleep all day. Because you can afford that. You know, women go like this. He can afford it, so you must be an alpha man. No. Wait until the first fucking thunder come down. And then, boom, the tank's rolling in. You'll see that pussy run the fuck away because all he knew was comfort. Just because a man knows how to get a lot of comfort or got born in it doesn't mean he's an alpha man, ladies and gentlemen. No, an alpha man knows how to control time. I'm trying to introduce you to something. Like an alpha is a leader. If the man is a leader or a follower, how to see that. So you get born, you go into the system, and the system puts you in a box. You're intelligent, you're not intelligent, you're this, you're that, you're this or that, and they put you in this box, you go to school, and you start following. And then they give you more and more responsibilities under their systems. You are following the system. So an alpha man does not do that. He makes his own time. He puts time for his health. He puts time for his business. He puts time for his wisdom. He puts time for his relationship with God. He puts time for this. He puts time for that and organizes his own entire day himself. Nobody assists him. He thinks with his creativity. He sets a target. He sets a goal setter, a vision. He has a vision. He puts the goal. He breaks down the vision in attainable particles. An alpha man sees a problem and finds the quickest road to the solution and then builds upon the bigger picture. Whatever setback shows up, doesn't matter. You find the solution. Create the vision, create the end goal, and all that man do is go there. That's an alpha man. Create the vision, create the step plan to go to the vision, and then attain that vision. Let me try to communicate it with you in a different way. Yeah, you can be a doctor. A doctor makes a considered amount of money, but all you're doing is taking someone else's intelligence. You're taking someone else's training. Somebody made that training. So imagine that you're destined to find a cure for cancer. If you are that creative that you have it in you to cure cancer, you'll go into the system and the system will put you in the medical system. And all the medical professors will talk this big shit to you. How you should obey them and, you know, how you should fit in and not be all this in your ego and shit. And just take the school. Go to school, take the doctrine of the school, be a good doctor. Don't be dreaming, don't be creative. You know, doctors can't solve cancer. They can't. So to solve cancer, your mind needs to be so radically different. Your mind must be wired so radically different than an average doctor to even attempt this. That radically different mind that you're going to have if you have it in you to destined to solve a problem of humanity as an alpha man. You're going to get so much wind against you be normal, be normal, be normal. Stop being like this. You're weird. Blah, blah, blah. All this stuff is kind of normalize you. You need to overcome all of that mentally too. Be able to stand alone and create your vision under all kinds of circumstances, under all kinds of social pressure. That's alpha. It's more than just having an attitude or being cool or being big or whatever. The momentary power that people have. Alpha traits that these women keep looking at. Oh, I found myself an alpha man. These little traits doesn't make you an alpha man. It's more complicated than that. It's a man who controls time. No matter what comes in front of him, he will overcome in the long term with discipline and create something that nobody's ever created. And all the other ones follow it. Just like how a doctor creates a medicine and an entire school is built. The one who create that new timeline, that's the alpha man. Not the guys who just go into the system, go to school, get a bunch of coins, have a lot of nice... That's not an alpha man.